Good afternoon and welcome to Cherokee High School football. Today on a beautiful, just gorgeous Saturday afternoon, we are on the road at the Hun School. Beautiful private facility, beautiful field, and beautiful setting. And my pleasure to welcome Mr. Jenkins, Sam, to the broadcast today. Hasn't been too long, but it's been too long until we work together again. And welcome.
Thank you. It's great to be here. What a wonderful day this is. I'll tell you what. This facility, this place, this weather.
This Cherokee
is all
football
working out
game
great.
is produced by Prime Events and South Jersey Sports Talk. The executive producers are Dean McCown, Tom Williams. For complete coverage of high school football, visit primeevents.net. Cherokee football is brought to you in part by the Mark McKenna team, with nearly 3 decades of experience in Burlington and Camden counties with 12 licensed team members. Cherokee football also brought to you in part by Evesham Mortgage, your hometown leader committed to finding you the right mortgage product for your needs. And also brought to you by Foundation Title, with 12 locations in New Jersey, the state's #1 title agency. Well, obviously a bit of a change-up for Cherokee as they were scheduled to play Eastern, but Eastern had a couple of COVID-19 cases, had to cancel this game. So here we are getting this game on short notice here against the Hun School. Hun School has had tremendous success over the years, and they started off this year in impressive fashion, winning it 68-zip over McKissick of Pittsburgh, and then defeating Paramus Catholic 48-20. According to Coach Smith, they run multiple formations. They want to stay balanced. First-year quarterback Marco Lainez has played very well, and he's just a sophomore. They'll go double tight end and also play the fullback. They want to play smart and take some shots down the field, put players in position to make plays. And on defense, they're a read and react group. Keep it simple. Want to take away the big plays, make Cherokee go the long field. The keys on offense: control the ball and tempo, protect the quarterback, and limit mistakes. And on defense, they want to get off the field on third down. And Sam, this team averages on the offensive line 6'6", 290. Their smallest offensive lineman is their center, who goes a mere 6'3", 290. You've played against teams, I'm sure, that has outsized you on the offensive line. What is the key? Coach talked about slants and angles and that sort of thing, but when you have a team that's got that big size advantage on you offensively, what's the best thing that you feel you can do to attack that?
Yeah, you're going to have to get movement, up front. Like he said, slants, twists, changes, anything like that. Also, because they do a lot of power plays, so they block down and kick out, you're going to might run a wrong shoulder and disrupt the bigger guys, because you don't want to hit them head up. You might want to go a little low. You might want to get them thinking about where you're coming at them. So you get those big guys thinking, then you take away a little bit of their power.
Cherokee, of course, 2-0 also on the young season. They knocked off Pennsauken 42-6, and then in a bit of a surprise, not because they won, but because the margin of victory, playing a very fine Woodrow Wilson team, knocked them off 35-0. Coach Brian Glatt says it's been a crazy year. Thus far, get this now, they've prepared to play 5 teams. Lenape the first week, they ended up playing Pennsauken. Woodrow Wilson, second week, that one was the way it was supposed to be. This week, they were supposed to play Eastern. We know they didn't play Eastern. They're now playing the Hun School. So they've prepared to play 5 teams, and this is their 3rd game. Craziness.
Well, good practice on scouting and reps. So, it's all good. In the end, they're going to practice their own stuff majorly anyway. So all the practice.
Yeah, he says he's very proud of the team, the way they've really adjusted to all the stuff, the craziness that's been going on. They must play with toughness against the size of the Hun School. On defense, they'll employ some slanting and stunts as we talked about. Now our national anthem. Just to wrap up, Cherokee on defense, they want 10 to 11 hats on the ball carrier. You kind of put a cage around the ball carrier. You must continue to have balance and keep the Raiders off balance. And they want to step up in the competition, and this will be a big test for their program. Special teams can play a big role too. And here's a key. They must stay in the game early. That's one of the keys. He said we can't get behind by 21 to start this game.
Yeah, I mean, when Hun has taken a big lead the past couple games, it's been out of mistakes, off a kickoff or fumbles or turnovers or anything. All Cherokee has to do is play disciplined, and they'll be able to at least start the game in good position.
Captain's out there for the coin toss. $3 p.m. start. They had a field hockey game before this one and also SATs this morning, so that always pushes the time back a little bit to get this thing underway. But still a beautiful, beautiful day for football.
They picked the right part of the day,
Field is situated in such a perfect location with the trees all around. So Cherokee, of course, the visiting team, they will get to call it. There's the toss. Looked like he wanted to catch it, but it hit the ground, so he'll try it again. He did catch it this time.
You got it.
They will defend the goal to our right. Cherokee will have the ball first and defend the goal to our left.
Well, we talked about it already. I'm sure Cherokee has done enough scouting. They're going to look at the pooch kick on the kickoff. They're going to look at the deep kick. That they can't fall asleep, even on special teams plays in the beginning of the game.
Yeah, special teams certainly can play a big role here. Fitzpatrick's an excellent kickoff man. Point after as well. Drives it into the end zone on most occasions, so he can play a big role in this football game. Two undefeated teams going at each other.
So while we're lining up here for the return, when Cherokee gets on offense, they're going to want to use the Raiders' aggressiveness against them. They want to get those linebackers biting up on the run fake and throw behind them right there. They want to push them one way, come back the other way, because they're sound and they're aggressive.
Calvin Carosella will kick it away. Opara deep to receive it. This is pretty much all Carosella will do because they don't kick extra points. So the hope from Cherokee is that he won't get a lot of work today. As you mentioned, kind of a pooch kick. They're going to let it. No, they don't let it get out of bounds. But coming up to get under it, that was Boria.
It's not as dangerous as it looks because his shoulders were perpendicular to the sideline. So we tell returners, if you can keep your shoulders perpendicular, you return it. If you're facing the sideline, you let it go out of bounds.
So they're going to place it down at the 40-yard line, which is exactly where they would have gotten it had it gone out of bounds, right?
Right, without the chance of a big return.
They come out, quarterback is Billy O'Brien. Brandon Boria, who started out this season with 2 100-yard games, come out in a trip formation to the left side. Opara in motion to the right side. Boria gets the call, pounds up the middle, across the 45, fumbles the football, but they say he was down right about the midfield line. So nice run on first down right up the gut, Sam.
Yeah, and that's the thing we looked at. You got to come right at him, but still, no big mistakes in the beginning so you don't get a big lead before you're ready to start playing. Now we're looking for some play action off of that.
Second down. Going to mark it at the 47-yard line. Osborne throws to the right sideline, incomplete. That one intended for Birdie at the 49-yard line of the Raiders.
That's a good plan. Quick passing so those big D linemen can't get in your way. Now, what the difference is going to be. Watch for the quarterback scramble. That's what the Hun had problems with the last week. And if he can stay back there, be patient and scramble, then he might be able to get a first down.
Double slot formation for the Chiefs. Osborne checking out the sideline. Get that final play call. Bartram peels to the left side, now sets the snap. They give to Boria, up the middle, pounds inside the 50 to the 49-yard line. Looks like he's got enough for the first down, and he does.
Now it's going to be interesting to see how the Raiders react to a team hitting them in the mouth like they normally do other teams, because they bullied the two past teams they played. So let's see what their reactions are going to be.
As we mentioned, Boria is not what you would call a big back, but he's very tough. Trips to the left side, slot to the right side, empty backfield. Bartram peels off to the left side. Osborne rolling left, throws over the middle. This one is complete for a couple. Boria on the reception. He's been very effective both on the ground and also receiving out of the backfield.
It's a good idea. What they're trying to do is put some pressure on that invert player to make him make a decision, to cover short or cover deep. They need to spread the patterns out a little bit, and it'll work better.
Osborne, play fake, going to take it himself, has room to the left side with a blocker in front, bumped out of bounds inside the 40 at the 39-yard line, close to get another first down. Of course, Osborne put on some 30 pounds in the off-season, so he's up to 195. Take a little bit more punishment.
And as we talked about earlier, that's the Hun's Achilles heel right there. The quarterback, if he waits and then scrambles late, he'll be able to get some yards this game.
And it is a first down.
The late hit out of bounds.
Late hit out of bounds, I think, was the call. That's going to cost him 15. The ball's moved inside the 30 now to the 26-yard line.
Really good time for a play action, 20, right up the seam.
Trips to the right side. Osborne sets. Really good protection deep down the left side. And this one is caught for the touchdown. Boria on the reception. So we said he can do it all, and there you saw it.
There's the aggressiveness we talked about. They got that penalty. They're focused on that. They're ready to make a play, and they forget their assignments. They lose the ball for a second. Cherokee gets a score.
Fitzpatrick with the boot. And it is good. So 7-0 in the early going. Cherokee marching right down the field on the opening possession to take the 7-0 lead, and that's got to give him some confidence going into this very tough test against a very good team. The Mark McKenna team has nearly 3 decades of experience in Burlington and Camden counties, with 12 licensed team members. Technology and personal service have made the Mark McKenna team the top producing group in the region. They've always called Marlton home. The Mark McKenna team has more than 700 5-star reviews on Zillow. It's exceedingly safe at the highest level throughout the pandemic. Be sure to visit markmckennateam.com and call Mark at 856-983-0704 for any of your real estate needs. So quickly, 7-0, Cherokee on top. That was impressive.
Yeah, and it was they did a great job of taking advantage of the penalty that the Raiders committed.
So Fitzpatrick with the kick. Taken at the 2-yard line, looking for some room, but not finding any, and he's dumped right about the 10-yard line. It was Billy Guidetti on the return. Nonetheless, they're going to start off deep in their own territory, so they're going to have to put that big offensive line to work here.
That's a rare mistake between the late hit out of bounds and returning that out of the end zone. So they are calling touchback.
Some discussion here. Penalty against Cherokee, it appears, a late penalty.
I think they eventually just called it a touchback. And to start him at the 20 here.
They'll have the football at their own 20-yard line. Slot formation to the left side. The give up the middle. Room. Bursting across the 30 to the 32-yard line. They say he fumbled the football and Cherokee has it. No indication as of yet from the officials. Still waiting for the indication.
They might mark him down, huh?
And it is.
Oh, okay. There we
Cherokee
go.
football on the first carry from scrimmage.
The Raiders are looking out of sorts. I mean, that's
It was Mason Shipp on the carry, if I'm not mistaken. Lanes handed it to him, and he had great room up the middle, picked up a first down, but then just coughed it up, and Cherokee right there to fall on it.
So you're looking here, sudden change. You know, you're close to the red zone. You want like a misdirection, throwback, reverse, something to score right away.
So Cherokee here with a great opportunity to go up by more than 7-0 in the early going. 9:40 left in this opening quarter. They lead it 7-0. They'll have the football at the 34-yard line of the Raiders. Osborne and Boria in the backfield. Boria with the call, continues driving to the 31, will not go down. Forward progress to the 31-yard line. He's not that big, Sam, but he's built low to the ground and very difficult to bring down.
He's tough, and let me tell you what, the Cherokee line is matching that big D line of the Raiders right here. They're not getting pushed back.
Saw a pickup of 4. Trips to the left side for the Chiefs. Osborne, the snap, throws complete. Hit immediately at the 25-yard line. Bartram makes the reception for the Chiefs.
Smart game.
Getting it out of his
now.
hands quickly there, Sam.
Yeah, I was going to say, smart game plan to getting it out quickly right now. Now, I saw something last play. The Hun took a long time to get set up. Cherokee might want to go on an early snap later on in the game if they can catch him getting set up.
Double slot formation. Keeping it himself is Osborne. He's got the first down. Cuts inside. Tripped at around the 10-yard line. They're going to mark it right at the 10-yard line. But again, that left side of the offensive line, when he pulls it back from the runner, he has a lot of space out there.
Absolutely, because the Raiders are so aggressive. They're going to go right after that running back. And I told you, the quarterback this game, he's going to end up being the leading rusher because they're going to bite on the run fake every time.
Going to mark it at the 15-yard line. Again, the Chiefs are threatening. Trips to the left side.
Good time for a screen.
Here's Osborne. Throws deep to the right side, and this one is incomplete. Good defense played. Johnson.
Good idea. He has to get that up a little bit higher and put it in the invisible phone booth in the back quarter of the end zone.
Well defended. Osborne will throw again. Right side, this one's complete at the 10-yard line. Inside the 10 to the 6-yard line. Opara, I believe, made the reception for the Chiefs.
So when you have a team that's it was a illegal formation.
5-yard walk-off
yeah, it's
for the
covered.
Chiefs for a legal formation. So
Now you know where they're going to drop because they're disciplined. They're going to go to the right area. So it should be easy for those receivers to find the soft spot. That's why these little short passes are open. That's the downfall of being a disciplined team.
double slot formation. 2nd and 15. Osborne again rolling.
Flood
Still
pattern.
rolling. Throws deep to the right side, and this one is incomplete. Again, defending on the play very well was Johnson. Intended for Bartram. Now 3rd and 15 for Cherokee. Already leading it 7-0. 7:14 left in this opening quarter of play.
So that's a play right out of the Raiders playbook. That's a flood. They have a short pattern, a medium pattern, deep one in the corner. So you're going to see that on both sides of the ball coming up.
Trips to the right side, empty backfield. Quick pitch over the middle. It's complete. Slipping one tackle inside the 15-yard line. May have gotten to the 14-yard line, but that's going to be far short of the first down. So likelihood is we're going to see Fitzpatrick attempt a field goal here for the Chiefs.
That was the screen I was calling for earlier, but they got to it.
We got to leave the corner. Let's talk to them on the sideline. See if the corner was tight. You got to ask.
Ball is going to be placed down. That is at the 20-yard line, so it'll be a 30-yard attempt. Slight angle to the right. Teams lined up and set. Ball placed down, booted, and it is good. So Fitzpatrick with the field goal to make it 10-0 with 6:36 left here in this opening quarter of play. Quick start for the Chiefs. Our local title insurance and settlement services agency, Foundation Title, is proud to be a sponsor of Cherokee football. Whether you're purchasing your first home or refinancing your mortgage, Foundation Title is here to help you every step of the way. With an experienced staff of over 180 employees, they're focused on providing customers with excellent service while ensuring secure, timely, and accurate transactions. With 12 offices located throughout the state of New Jersey, you're never far from the expertise of Foundation Title. If you're purchasing a property, be sure to use New Jersey's #1 title agency, Foundation Title. Follow them on social media and visit their website, foundationtitle.com today. Foundation Title, something to build on. Fitzpatrick with a kick through the end zone. Update you on some scores. Winslow leads Wilson in the third, 12-zip. Bridgeton is knocking off Atlantic City, 15-14 in the second. Audubon 31, Middle 20, that's a final. St. Joe's pounding Millville 56-6. Ocean City taking care of Cedar Creek 45-7. Some other scores: Haddon Heights 42, Sterling 6 a final. Woodbury 29, Haddon Township 7 a final. And Bordentown 40, Riverside nothing. That's also a final score. Lainez with the snap. Hands in the backfield, looking to get hemmed in by that defense, but then pulling away, but still gets knocked down for a loss. That was Ahmad Dixon on the carry, but Cherokee all over that one.
Tony, we talked about it at the beginning of the game. I mean, you can slide and slant between those big guys. If they can't move their feet, you're going to be able to make some plays in the backfield. Now they're susceptible to a trap and a draw, so they better look out for that. But right now it's working.
Loss of 10 yards, 2nd down and 20. There's Lainez rolling to his right. Blacker in front, throws on the run. This one is dropped at the 14-yard line. Romano was the intended receiver, but he seemed to just take his eye off it, looking to run before he had it.
Yeah, even more important than that, Tony, if you look at that flood pattern that we just talked about earlier, they cover the deep and the middle pattern. You can leave the short pattern open because even if he catches it, you make a tackle right there. So the defense was excellent on that play.
That's what Coach Platt said he wanted. He wants 11 hats on the football. So far, excellent defense by the Chiefs. 3rd and 20. Lates rolling right, able to elude a tackler. Throws deep down the right sideline. On this one is incomplete. Intended at the 35-yard line. That was intended for Ship.
Cherokee did a good job sending pressure from the outside, not letting the QB sit back there and just throw it. He had to throw it on the run, which took some zip off the ball.
Let's see if they're going to punt here. As we talked about before the game, Sam, they have yet to punt this season.
Wow.
So this would be a new experience for them. And timeout called by the Raiders. They trail it 10-0. 5 minutes, 40 seconds left in this first quarter of play. Well, Evesham Mortgage is your hometown leader, committed to finding you the right mortgage product for your needs. Evesham Mortgage Options, because they understand that every borrower is different. With more than 50 years in the business, they make the process of securing a mortgage simple and straightforward. Visit eveshammortgage.com or call their trained professionals, 856-985-9944, to lock in your savings. Evesham Mortgage in Plaza 70 on East Route 70 in Marlton, preparing you for generations to come. I don't know about you, Sam, but if they don't punt here, I'd be shocked.
Yeah, they're not in the punt formation, so it's either a quick kick. Or it's got to be a quick kick. I'm not giving it a second option. All they have to do is sit at the first down marker and wait for this ball to be thrown. That's amazing.
The snap.
Yeah, it's a quick. I was going to say it has to be.
It's gotten away. It's line drive affair. Nobody really back for Cherokee. Rolling inside the midfield line. A great roll. And it's going to be down at the 34-yard line. Romano looking to give it a little extra air behind the football as it continued to roll, but that is kind of strange. Haven't really seen that.
Yeah, they're not comfortable, I guess, in the punt formation. But you know what? That's another sign. Things aren't going to plan.
So that's their first punt of the entire season.
Cherokee should reset and act like they're starting the game over at 0-0 right here and go through their game plan.
Slot formation to the right side.
They have the front side slant.
The Chiefs on top of their own 34-yard line. And a whistle.
He said 22 black, no mouthpiece. So that's a violation rather than a penalty here. So nothing marked off.
Hell, they'll try it again at the 34. Osborne the give to Boria, but he goes nowhere. May have lost a yard. Wrapped up quickly by the right side of that defensive line for the Raiders. Bingham in there along with Gavin. No gain on the play. 2nd down and 10 from their own 34-yard line.
All right. They got the linebackers coming downhill. Got them aggressive. Let's see if they can get behind them right here.
Trips to the left side. Again, Boria with the call. Finds some room.
Run.
Continues across the 35 to the 39-yard line. So that makes 3rd down a little bit more manageable here for the Chiefs.
And I tell you what, the Chiefs are matching them, strength for strength right here. They went right back at them, which is something new, at least for this short season for the Raiders.
Double slot formation. 3rd down and 5. And they jump. The Raiders jump. The question is, will it be enough for a first down? It was 3rd and 5, but of course, 5 can be, 5 1/4 inch or 5 and.
There should be a neutral zone infraction unless they're calling a Cherokee lineman.
Still talking it over. I guess they're determining whether they were drawn offsides.
So back to what we talked about. I mean, again, their Raiders' best quality is the biggest weakness is their aggressiveness.
So let's see what the indication is. It is offsides against the Raiders.
And they're moving the chains.
And that will give them a first down. So when you're looking to get back in the football game, that's the last thing you want to do is just give them a first down.
Playing with a little bit more emotion, a little bit less with their head right now. So Cherokee needs to take advantage of that.
Double slot formation. Bartram in motion to the left side. Osborne again to give to Boria. Boria picks up a couple maybe to the 45-yard line, but then he's stacked up. And they're just going to continue to run it between the tackles, Sam, just to give them the opportunity to work off the run and throw some play action passes.
That's right. They go back to that 2-by-2 formation. They have a 5-yard hitch all day right outside the hash marks, all day long.
Double slot, they give him an advance of 1 yard. Osborne, good protection, throws to the left
all
flat.
day.
This one is complete inside the midfield line and run out of bounds. And it is another first down.
Tony, they're giving up that spot all day.
Bowles marked inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Looks like they're going to go full vertical here.
Osborne being rushed, rolling out to his right, under pressure, able to escape, and this one is intercepted. See what they rule it here.
Outside the hash.
No, that was just knocked away, but close to being intercepted.
Yeah, it was a nice break.
Romano broke it up.
They have to get back to getting the Raiders off balance here. They're just, they have the dive, they have the quick hitches. They need a misdirection. They need a quarterback draw. They need something that throws them off balance. The talent on the Raiders is going to stop them if they don't. Spread out's good.
Trip to the left side. This one is thrown to the right side, and no flag.
Receiver just
incomplete.
Incomplete.
Now we'll see if the Raiders are going to send some pressure here.
Headed for Birdie. 3rd and 10. Quick pitch over the middle, complete. Continues driving inside the 35 to the 34-yard line. Very close to yet another first down. All depends on the mark here.
Let's go deuce. Let's go deuce. Let's go deuce right. 14 Navy again.
And it is a first down. Birdie is tough after the catch. I mean, he just doesn't want to go down.
He has that 1-2, right? They're just giving up the flats.
Timeout called by the Raiders. 2 minutes, 49 seconds left here in this opening quarter of play. Cherokee on top, 10-0. Cibo by Iliano is a family-owned Italian restaurant at Merchants Way in Marlton. They serve great pizza, but Cibo isn't an everyday pizzeria. They're a full upscale takeout restaurant. At Cibo, they take into consideration your ever-so-hectic schedule with one goal in mind, to provide you with a quality Italian dining at home, at work, or on the go. Ask about how they can help make your next event memorable with their catering options. Call Cibo, 856-574-4963, or order online at cibobyaliano.com. So again, it's Cherokee on the march. They just seem to be able to do what they need to do against this defense of the Raiders, and they've been moving the football pretty consistently since opening kickoff.
Yeah, smart game plan. They're not going outside of themselves. Just the quick hitters, things like.
Can we mute this camera somehow? All our plays are going over live stream.
Here's Osborne rolling right off play action, throws on the run, and this one is complete. Inside the 20-yard line, inside the 50 at the 10-yard line.
Foul here, PJ, foul. Foul, PJ, foul.
Phillips making the reception, another first down. Right at the 10-yard line, maybe inside the 10. Here's Osborne going to take it himself to the left side. Has room inside the 5 to the 1-yard line. So he's really been effective running the football in this game. And that time it was a design play, not something he took and looked and then went.
And that's their Achilles heel. Now, right now, they should just have quarterback sneak right up the middle. They shouldn't do anything other than that. They shouldn't even hand it backwards.
First.
There you go.
Second, I should say, in goal from the 1, powering up the middle to the goal line, and he's in for the touchdown. See if they call timeout before that play. So it was a touchdown, okay.
Yeah, second effort. He spun around and moved to the right, got it in.
So Osborne with a sneak. It is now 16-0. Snap the boot, and this one off the side of his foot, and it is no good.
All right, we're going to see if that extra point comes back to matter.
So Cherokee continues the impressive first quarter offensively and defensively, for that matter, as they lead it 16-0. At Rastelli Market Fresh, they are driven by a passion for great food. Food you can feel good about eating, good about buying, and good about serving to your family. At their family market, Rastelli's #1 priority is high quality and fresh products, as well as your favorite brands at prices you will love. Check out all of their fresh offerings from meat, seafood, produce, and delicatessen to wine and spirits, bakery, prepared foods, and more. At Rastelli Market Fresh in Marlton and Deptford, they hope you'll enjoy their products and their offerings as much as they enjoy bringing them to you. 16-0. Fitzpatrick again will boot it. Taken by one of the up people at the 20-yard line, angling to his left along the left sideline, has room, and he's bumped out of bounds, and could be a penalty there, and there is. Romano came up to make the reception off the short kick, and then he was decked once he was out of bounds by a couple yards, Sam.
That's right. Not a smart play. You have the momentum. You have everything going your way. Now you got to have a big return and an extra 15 yards. Now, I'm looking for the Raiders to come out in the no backs, 5 wide, stretch to safety and see what they can do downfield. It's either a bubble screen formation or a seam right after hash marks pass. So we'll see what happens.
That's not something you want to do when you're in control of the football game and you give them 15 yards off the good return. Those types of things, you don't see that happening too often, but when it does, it can really spark a team and turn things around. And they're down 16-0, and you don't want to do that.
And they got Chip up by himself up top, and you're almost certain that ball's going to go up there if it's a pass.
Lainez is the sophomore quarterback. Under center with the I formation. Takes the snap off the left side. Good room. Across the 30 to the 34-yard line.
Now you see that? They got them doing everything but playing football. And if Cherokee keeps their head, they'll be able to stay in the game. The Raiders are aggressive right now and emotional.
Dixon on the carry. Some exchange of pleasantries after the play was over. Hightower makes the stop.
Good job. That's what he said.
2nd and 6 from the 26. Again, Dixon with the call. Off the left side. Gets good blocking along the left sideline, and he's bumped out of bounds. See where they mark it. It's a big tree right in front of the yard marker, so we'll have to guess until they put it down. It's going to be inside the 15-yard line.
That was 31.
At the 14-yard line.
That was Trey Francis.
So back-to-back plays working off that left side with that big offensive line. And of course, these teams are going to make adjustments as they go to see what Cherokee is doing to stop them, and looks like they've made some adjustments there.
Yeah, they're blocking down, and they're kicking out with the back. Now they need the wrong shoulder and blow it up in the backfield.
Inside the 15 at the 14-yard line, 16-0. The Chiefs on top. They've been in control since the opening kickoff. Lanitz throws deep down the left side, and this one is intercepted. Picked off.
Now this is a penalty back here. See? Exactly. There's no reason to do that 25 yards behind the play.
So there is a marker on the field.
That's Dominic DeChurch, who went to block the quarterback. But on every level, you can't do that 25 yards behind the play.
So it looks like there's going to be offsetting penalties here. Personal fouls against
it should be after the play, though.
the Raiders, so it appears that the interception will count.
Yeah, it should.
Okay. Normally when there's offsetting penalties, the play doesn't count, you do it over. But this time, not that case.
I guess it was after the play.
Okay.
So during the play, if you set the play after the play, the possession change counts. These coaches need to get control of their teams right here. They're doing things that are...
So the interception counts, and the Raiders had a good drive underway. They just could not finish it off and get points. Empty backfield, trips to the left side, a slot formation to the right. Bartram in motion to the left side, gets the call for the jet sweep. Able to spin away, but maybe picked up a yard to the 21-yard line.
The best defense Cherokee has played is getting 3 to 5 yards a pop on those runs, and going side to side is not where it is. They've been hitting them right between the tackles, like you said earlier.
Second down, they do give them a 1-yard advance, so 2nd down and 9 from the 21-yard line. This probably will be the last play of this first quarter. Osborne, quick throw to the left side. Looking to juke and find some room, but not finding any. Finally bumped out of bounds. That was Johnson on the reception. So a loss of 1 yard on the play, 2nd down and 10 with him going out of bounds. The clock stops on now 10 seconds left with a trip to the right side.
Interesting, they went side to side.
Osborne fires over the middle. This one's complete at the 34-yard line, knocked down immediately. On the reception was Birdie, but another first down, and they have been sharp on the passing game. That'll be the last play of this first quarter of play. Cherokee on top, 16-0. We will be back right after this.
Hello, my name is Mark McKenna from Pat McKenna Realtors, and I am the team leader of the Mark McKenna team here in Marlton, New Jersey. I've been selling real estate for 27 years, and our group is the top producing real estate team in the South Jersey area for the last 4 consecutive years. When you hire the Mark McKenna team, we have 3 full-time salary people within the office. We have a listing coordinator, a transaction coordinator, and a director of client services to make sure that you get the proper care from start to finish. You'll deal with really seasoned agents. I have been in the business for 27 years. Bob Grace has been with me for 24 years, and Jeff Amden's for 14 years. So you're getting a ton of experience when you hire the Mark McKenna team. Some of the benefits hiring our team is experience, technology, and negotiating skills. I always tell all my clients it's very easy to put a deal together, but we earn our commission keeping transactions together and getting to the settlement table. That's when our clients are most satisfied. So if you're looking to buy a property in South Jersey, we welcome.
Okay, ready for the second quarter with Cherokee leading it 16-0 with the football. And a 3rd down and 10 at the 33-yard line. Double slot formation for the Chiefs. Osborne, quick throw to the right side with a blocker in front, but he can't pick up that first down. He's knocked out at the 37-yard line. Does not appear they're going to punt the football here,
No,
Sam.
it's only second down. They got the first down.
I'm sorry,
Remember
second
the,
down.
Long play. They got a first down right at the end of the half. So it's 2nd and 6.
Double slot formation. Quick throw again to the right side. This one's complete. Makes a defender miss, and then he's run out of bounds at the 44-yard line.
Tony, every minute that they're on offense, that they're taking off the clock, that's going to start to turn the points pretty soon. They're doing a good job of being patient. You don't need to have the big play.
Another
March
first
down the
down.
Yeah.
One thing they just can't seem to do, that is the Raiders, they just can't seem to get off the field on 3rd down. They just keep giving up those first downs one after another, and the Chiefs have done a great job with those short passes, and the receivers are blocking so well.
They're one broken tackle away from making a big play. You're right.
Again, Osborne
There it is.
throws deep down the right side, and this one is incomplete. Purdy, the intended receiver. Overthrown on the play. Defending was Tyler Jamison. Second and 10 from the 44.
There you go.
To give up the middle to Boria. Blake's free and just tripping him up at the 30-yard line, or he would have taken it the distance. That play has been there pretty much all day. They've stacked it up on occasion, but Boria is just so good up the middle between the tackles.
Now that,
Direct snap.
Yep. Tony, he needs to pause a second. Give it a pause. If he takes a direct snap and goes right ahead, then it's going to react like it's a dive. If he pauses for a second, gives him a chance to drop, then he'll have some lanes to run. They can come back to that. They just need to open it up.
Hottie Johnson got the direct snap, picked up close to 2. They're going to give him 2 yards.
But Hun needs to put pressure on him. He's sitting back there being able to throw. They need to send an extra backer.
Osborne pump fakes, doesn't see anyone. Then he's dragged down at the 25-yard line. Just couldn't find anyone on the back end, and then was knocked down at the 35-yard line.
He got pulled, twisted down from the back there.
Players down. Come out to attend. We cannot see who the injured player is. Being blocked off. Don't forget, coming up next week, Cherokee will take on Shawnee, another tough game.
Oh, yeah.
But they're all pretty tough. But thus far, Sam, they really have done everything they wanted to do.
That's the quarterback.
Quarterback Osborne is the injured player. You could see the way he was grabbed. He kind of went down awkwardly, and so just hope there's not a major injury there. He's just he's hopping a little bit as he goes off the field. Of course, they can't afford to lose that man right there. Clock put back in motion, 16-0. 10 minutes, 15 seconds left till halftime. Coming into the ball game is Ryan Blender. Also big, about 6'5", but he's only a freshman, so he's going to be around for next 3 years after this one when Osborne is not here. Up the middle, not much there at all. Bartram gets the call. Fourth down and 4 for the Chiefs. The ball at the 25-yard line. Timeout is called by Cherokee. They're up 16-0. 9 minutes and 31 seconds left in this first half of play. The Mark McKenna team has nearly 3 decades of experience in Burlington and Camden counties, with 12 licensed team members. Technology and personal service have made the Mark McKenna team the top producing group in the region. They've always called Marlton home. The Mark McKenna team has more than 700 5-star reviews on Zillow and is succeeding safely at the highest level throughout the pandemic. Be sure to visit markmckennateam.com and call Mark at 856-983-0704 for any of your real estate needs. So let's see right here how they play it. The brain trust of Cherokee, if they're going to go for the long field goal, probably not with the 16-0 lead. And the defense playing well, they're going to say, okay, we're going to try to pick it up here, but not try anything crazy.
Right. What a change of events. I mean, they were plays away from tiring out the Raiders defense, but now they have new life. The only thing that's reasonable to do here would be a sprint out to the trips, throw the flat.
Blender continues in the ball game, throws to the right side. This one's complete at the 20-yard line, close to a first down, and he might have it.
Yeah. I mean, you can be a freshman or 8th grader and throw that. It's wide open.
Bartram makes the reception. And it is another first down. So Blender comes in, the freshman, boom, completes it to Bartram and picks up a first down. Got to make him feel good throwing the football, completing that first one. Snap, Boria up the middle, Boria inside the 15-yard line to the 13-yard line.
Tony, you see how those 2- and 3-yard runs the first quarter are now 5-, 6-, 7-yard runs and a big break? That's the downside of being on the field too much. This defense has been on the field this whole first half.
Pickup of 6 at the 13-yard line. Bartram in motion to the left side. Blender. Here's Boria again. Has room to the goal line, just short of the goal line. Going to be down at the 1-yard line. The ball got in, but his knee went down before the ball crossed the plane.
Absolutely. More importantly than that is wide open. He wasn't touched until 10 yards downfield. All right. The quarterback running back exchange is a little shaky, but they brought back
in the ball game's Osborne.
Yeah, for the quarterback sneak.
Boria off right guard, untouched to the end zone for the touchdown.
That's 22, Darren Hazen.
Hazen?
Yep.
On the carry for the touchdown.
All right. Now they missed that one extra point because they're still going to go for one.
Offside's going to be the call against the Raiders. They came across too early.
Was the kick good or not?
Not sure.
All right, so it's half the distance. You might want to think about getting that point back, going for 2 now because you don't have 3 yards. Oh, they didn't move it.
They're going to kick it again. And it is good. So they now lead it 23-0. Do the Chiefs over this highly, highly regarded Raiders of the Hun School, who have just not been able to get anything going here. Our local title insurance and settlement services agency, Foundation Title, is proud to be a sponsor of Cherokee football. Whether you're purchasing your first home or refinancing your mortgage, Foundation Title is here to help you every step of the way. With an experienced staff of over 180 employees, they're focused on providing customers with excellent service while ensuring secure, timely, and accurate transactions. 12 offices located throughout the state of New Jersey. You're never far from the expertise of New Jersey's #1 title agency, Foundation Title. Follow them on social media. Visit their website, foundationtitle.com today. Foundation Title, something to build on.
Tony, we do have one score update. Winslow shuts out Woodrow Wilson 18-0.
It's 2 weeks in a row now they failed to score.
What a difference a year makes, huh?
Ball through the end zone from Fitzpatrick, so the Raiders will open for business at their own 20-yard line. Who would have thunk that? I mean, they came out of the first game with a win over Shawnee, and the last two, they just can't score.
Yeah. We're going to check to see if there are injuries or what's going on there, but
so the Raiders will look to put something on the board. 7 minutes and 58 seconds left in this first half of play. They're now down 23-0.
they're going to look for big plays, so if it's not going to
come out in an I formation. Rolling right, looking to throw, finding a receiver and drops the football. Seems it was intended for Enlow along the right sideline, but again, they're just not concentrating on the football here in this game.
No, they're not. They cleared out with Ship at the bottom, and they tried to hit the flat, which is actually a good call, but their minds are elsewhere right now. They're in a state of shock. How are we down 23-0?
Second down and 10 from the 20. Taking the snap and off the middle, pounding across the 25, continuing driving at the 28-yard line. Nice gain there. That was Dixon.
I'll tell you right now, if I was scouting, if I was on the Raiders, the Cherokee has no deep free safety. You play action and hit that tight end in between the hashes right now. He's wide open.
Third down and 3. Again, the I formation for the Raiders.
Everybody's within 10 yards of the ball.
Dixon again gets the call, but nothing doing there at all. He'll not get the first down. May have lost a yard. Hit him right at the 20-yard line. As soon as he got the football, they were there waiting for him.
They're slanting right underneath those big guys, Tony, and they're making penetration in the backfield. If the Hun doesn't start trapping them or running a draw, it's going to be like this for the rest of the game.
No, they're talking to this receiver down here.
Trey Francis is in the football game. Looks like he is the punter, but doesn't really drop the normal depth that a punter would. Only 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage. The question is, will they punt the football or not? No, they will not. Throwing to the right side and completing the pass at the 28-yard line, but not going to get there. Not going to get there. The pass completed to Ship, but Ship was 2 yards short of the first down. He was hit down immediately, and the gamble doesn't pay off.
They baited them into that. They gave them the flat, and they rallied up and made the tackle. I mean, if you can bait a team into running a 5-yard pattern on 4th and 6, you win. If you can make a tackle.
So Cherokee with the football again. 23-0 they lead it with 6:26 left in this first half of play. So you can only hope, if you're a Hun School fan, that they can play defense, which they have not been able to do this entire first half, and turn Cherokee aside. But another golden opportunity for the Chiefs.
If Cherokee is wise, instead of trying to score quickly, they want to run this clock out and leave the Raiders no time after they score, or even if they have to turn the ball back over. The most important thing is time right now.
Remember, the Hun School did defer the opening tip I should say the coin toss, and there's a touchdown quickly to Birdie.
Sudden change. What do you do on sudden change? Go deep.
They're just pouring it on here. 29-0. Still going to go for the one here.
Tell you what, Osborne was really feeling that pain. He came back on and threw a strike. I mean, that's hard enough to do when you're healthy, let alone when you come back off an injury. I mean, we need to give him a little bit of props there.
Teams are lined up and set. The kick is good.
6:19 left in the second quarter. Cherokee 30, Raiders 0.
It's been all Cherokee. 6:19 left in this first half of play. Evesham Mortgage is your hometown leader, committed to finding you the right mortgage product for your needs. Evesham Mortgage offers a full menu of mortgage options because they understand that every borrower is different. With more than 50 years in the business, they make the process of securing a mortgage simple and straightforward. Visit eveshammortgage.com or call their trained professionals 856-985-9944 to lock in your savings. Evesham Mortgage, Plaza 70 on East Route 70 in Marlton, preparing you for generations to come. Who would have thunk it, as they say? 30-0. Cherokee. The kick. Into the end zone again, and that means that the Raiders will start out from their own 20-yard line.
So it's going to be hard for the coaches to get the Raiders' mindset. They need one good drive and one good score. I know they want to get big chunks because they're used to making big plays, early in the season, but they need to get a drive here. All right, they need to establish themselves.
Linus is the sophomore quarterback. Come out and trips to the left side.
This is a quick screen, bubble screen formation here if they don't go downfield.
Down 30-0. Linus sets, fires over the middle. This one is complete at the 34-yard line. Continues across the 40 to the 41-yard line. That was Owen Anderson, the tight end, making the reception. So trying to get the tight end involved in the offense there with a quick slant over the middle and hit him perfectly.
It's a really good play because he's a big body. It's not just a receiver out there catching a slant. It's a big body. You can't get around him even with tight coverage. So that has to be from underneath with the linebackers.
21-yard hookup. Trips to the right side for the Raiders. Lainez, the quick pitch to the right side. This one is complete with blockers in front across the 45-yard line and to the midfield line. Romano makes the reception. Good design there for the Raiders.
All right. Now, if Cherokee ends up stopping them, all the better. But we talked about before Cherokee scored, time was the most important thing. You're trading 7 points for 7 points is not the same as you going in, 23-0. The momentum is the difference.
Now trips to the left side for the Hun School from the 49 of Cherokee. Lainitz steps up in the pocket. Throws before he crosses the line of scrimmage. It's complete at the 45-yard line and extending
He's checking
for a yard or two. That was Romano again, but is there a flag down? Was he past the line of scrimmage?
The official's waving off back here. He's checking. Oh.
So there is no flag on the play, at least not so far that we've seen. So the play will count. He just did get it off in time before he crossed the line of scrimmage. Trips to the left side. From the 33, off play action. Lainez rolling left, sets, pulls free, looking to
He's
find
loose.
room, and he cannot find room at the 40-yard line.
All right, Tony, that's 2 blitzes in a row.
Watch trips left, post on the right. Trips left, post on the right. Yeah, do it.
Gasparone cuts him down, able to elude the first defender, but not Gasparone. Loss of 8 yards. 2nd and 18.
They have
Ball
to
now
resist the
outside the 40
temptation
at the
to run a screen or
43-yard
something
line.
here. They have time to run the ball.
Tell Darnell to go to the hash mark. Tell Darnell to go to the hash mark.
Trips to the left side. Long count here. Lanitz takes the snap. Sets. Grip protection. Pump fakes. Directing traffic as he rolls to his right. Going to take it himself. Along the right sideline. He's inside the 30-yard line. And then he's pushed
There's nothing
down
wrong with that. That's
when he
not
was out of
bounds.
bounds. Don't know if there was a flag on the play. Don't see any. Does pick up the first down, though, on a 2nd and 18. Big play there by the quarterback.
And you see how powerful momentum is?
Watch post by 11. Post by 11. They're empty.
3:20 left in this first half of play as the Raiders look to get on the board here, trailing it 30-0. The Cherokee. Empty backfield, trips left, slot formation to the right side. Lanitz takes the snap, throws a quick pitch to the left side. It's complete. Breaking tackles inside the 15-yard line to the 13-yard line.
First down. First and 10 for the Raiders.
Ship on the reception. Drive continues. Ball marked at the 12-yard line.
Now everything is getting a little bit sharper because the confidence is coming back and plays are being successful.
Trips to the left side, now marker.
Why is Josh coming off? Josh needs a break. Put someone for Josh.
Legal procedure, false start to call against the Raiders.
False start against the Raiders. 5-yard penalty. First and 15.
Those sorts of things drive coaches crazy. March, get down in the red zone, and then you
Your own
commit
worst enemy. Yeah.
false start, making it 1st and 15. Ball at the 17-yard line for the Raiders, trailing it 30-0 with 2:27 left in this first half of play. Lanitz takes the snap. Good protection, fires to the right side, and this one is knocked away.
It's good defensive play.
Hightower on the defense, intended for Ship in the right-hand corner. Second down and 15. You got to figure it's going to be 4-down territory here, Sam.
Yeah, that and they don't kick, so.
Especially since they don't have a field goal kicker or a kick field goal. That's pretty much a guarantee, right?
I would say so.
Empty backfield. Lanitz takes the snap. Quick pitch to Romano. It's complete. Looking for a block. Gets one. He's inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Those quick pitches to the flats, when you have the blocker in front and the receiver can really work off that, can really be productive and pay dividends.
Yep. It's actually low risk and high reward, and it's demoralizing for the defense because another play. That's why I said I'm going to harp on it one last time. Cherokee really should be having the ball running 2 yards into the end zone.
3rd and 7 from the 9. In the empty backfield. Lanitz with the snap, sets, good protection, throws over the middle, but he throws behind the intended receiver and falls incomplete.
Smith, incomplete. 129 left.
Stupfin, the intended receiver, he's a tight end, but he's big. You can tell.
Yeah, it's a big body, and that's the slants are just almost impossible to stop unless your linebacker underneath gets in the way.
That one's on the quarterback, Lanitz. He just didn't hit him in stride. Threw
Right.
it behind him, and it would have been a good catch. Difficult catch.
So Cherokee's been playing cover all this time. Let's see if they send any pressure.
4th down and 7 from the 10. Lanitz snaps over the middle. This one is
it's gonna be a penalty.
incomplete.
Even though he led with his shoulder, it's going to be a
That's
penalty.
going to be a penalty, though, as the receiver was diving for it. The defender hit him.
During these times, that's going to be a penalty, even though he did lead with the shoulder.
Officials talking it over at the goal line.
They may pull the flag up if they decide to hit him in the chest with the shoulder. You just saw the neck snap, so it looked like it was a helmet to helmet, but it wasn't. It was shoulder to chest.
Question is, do they call those things, whether it's chest or not, defenseless receiver, or does that even play into it?
Well, they're going to be err on the side of caution in high school, so we'll see.
Still the discussion at the 1 yard line, at the goal line, trying to figure out
I would have liked
if
to see
the
the
penalty will
defender.
stand.
I would like to see the defender go for the ball, so none of this would have happened anyway, But
Hits him in the chest. Hits him in the chest. Ball was past him. Ball was past him. Hit the kid's hands. Hit the shit off. Hit him in the chest.
Still talking it over. So we're just going to wait with you to get the indication here. So far, no call, but here we go. Personal foul against Cherokee.
4th down. It's 4th down. 4th down. Yes. Go.
is the player ejected, or does he get to stay in the game?
So they still say it's 4th down.
Timeout. Does he want a timeout?
Don't quite understand. Can you explain to me why it's 4th down off the personal foul?
They're going to replay the down and maybe half the distance to the goal. That's the only thing I could say. But you'd think it would be 1st down, right?
So it's 4th down and 3.
Not sure why it's still 4th. I don't
That's
know.
what it was before the penalty.
Replay 4th down. Okay. I would absolutely double this wide receiver out here.
Bailiff's under center. They give off left guard. He's no going anywhere. Grabbed to the line of scrimmage and thrown down. On the carry was Trey Francis, but he had nowhere to run. And Cherokee will take over. Still unscored upon here, Sam.
How about that? I mean, that's tough defensive play. This is their line on paper is different, but on the field, it's all Cherokee.
So they will be in no hurry to do anything. They just want to run out the clock, take a 30-zip lead into halftime.
2 hands on the ball. Protect the ball.
Well,
The
that's
Raiders
what
will
I
receive.
That's what I said last time, but they wouldn't do a 50-yard touchdown pass, so we'll see what they're going to do. You said the Raiders have 1 timeout? No, I don't see anything next to it, so none.
Osborne under center. Gives to Boria, looking to spin away across the 10. Fumble a loose ball. Appears Boria fell on it after he coughed it up.
Tell Billy to look for the guy, Pete. Can we take a knee, PJ?
2nd and 1. On the Chiefs.
Asperone also there to recover it.
You want to minimize the amount of exchanges here. Maybe just have the quarterback
Clock continues
take
to
a
run.
knee, dive
35
forward.
seconds left.
Billy, over here. Billy's count, go.
Okay.
Osborne takes the knee.
We're under 25. Yeah, we're good. 4 seconds. We're good.
Raiders are not interested in calling a timeout, so that should be the last play of this first half of play. And that will be the last play of this first half of play, with the Cherokee Chiefs up 30-0 over the Raiders.
And I am the team leader of the Mark McKenna team here in Marlton, New Jersey. I've been selling real estate for 27 years, and our group is the top producing real estate team in the South Jersey area for the last 4 consecutive years. When you hire the Mark McKenna team, we have 3 full-time salary people within the office. We have a listing coordinator, a transaction coordinator, and a director of client services to make sure that you get the proper care from start to finish. You'll deal with really seasoned agents. I have been in the business for 27 years. Bob Grace has been with me for 24 years, and Jeff Amden's for 14 years. So you're getting a ton of experience when you hire the Mark McKenna team. Some of the benefits hiring our team is experience, technology, and negotiating skills. I always tell all my clients it's very easy to put a deal together, but we earn our commission keeping transactions together and getting to the settlement table. That's when our clients are most satisfied. So if you're looking to buy a property in South Jersey, we welcome you to come in and have a buyer consult with our team. Or if you're interested in seeing what the current value of your house is, we would be glad to come out and have an appointment with you and show our strategies and marketing techniques that makes us the top producing team in South Jersey. Hello, my name is Mark McKenna from Pat McKenna Realtors, and I am the team leader of the Mark McKenna team here in Marlton, New Jersey. I've been selling real estate for 27 years, and our group is the top producing real estate team in the South Jersey area for the last 4 consecutive years. When you hire the Mark McKenna team, we have 3 full-time salary people within the office. We have a listing coordinator, a transaction coordinator, and a director of client services to make sure that you get the proper care from start to finish. You'll deal with really seasoned agents. I have been in the business for 27 years. Bob Grace has been with me for 24 years, and Jeff Amden for 14 years. So you're getting a ton of experience when you hire the Mark McKenna team. Some of the benefits hiring our team is experience, technology, and negotiating skills. I always tell all my clients it's very easy to put a deal together, but we earn our commission keeping transactions together and getting to the settlement table. That's when our clients are most satisfied. So if you're looking to buy a property in South Jersey, we welcome you to come in and have a buyer consult with our team. Or if you're interested in seeing what the current value of your house is, we would be glad to come out and have an appointment with you and show our strategies and marketing techniques that makes us the top producing team in South Jersey.
All right, back here at the Hun School. Tony Blum, Sam Jenkins, and to say it was a surprise on that first half, maybe not to Cherokee,
No.
but certainly to everyone else, that they're leading 30-0 over a very good Hun School team, but they just did everything right, whatever they planned, and Coach Glatz put in a great plan. Obviously, it worked, and they executed it to perfection.
It sure did. Cherokee does what they do. Actually, the bigger surprise is how the Raiders kind of fell apart when things weren't going great. Because Cherokee's going to hit you in the mouth. Cherokee's going to run, what they run. The Hun is kind of surprising that they didn't fight back when they got punched in the mouth. So we'll see.
Recapping the scoring, first quarter, 26-yard touchdown pass from Osborne to Boria. Extra point was good, then a 30-yard field goal by Fitzpatrick. Make it 10-0. Osborne then in a 1-yard sneak. Point after was no good. That was 16-0. They then scored on a 1-yard run to make it 22-0. The point after was good. 23-0. And then the pass from Osborne to Birdie for 26 yards. Extra point was good to make it 30-0, and that pass to Birdie right before the end of the half was just such a perfectly thrown ball in the back end of the end zone, and he really had his man beaten, and they hooked up perfectly.
And that's after he came back from the injury. So, I mean, you can't say enough about that.
So taking a look at it from the other side, 30-0, they've really been lifeless in this game. As you said, it seems like the life has been taken out of them by what's happened here in this first half. What can happen at halftime to get this thing turned around so they can at least make this thing competitive?
Yeah, well, the good news is they don't have to come up with anything new. They have to stop making mistakes and stop getting down when every single play is in a 9, 20, or 50-yard gain. Now they're in the game. They're against a team that's gonna fight back. I mean, the talent alone, they should be able to. 30 points in 2 quarters is not beyond their reach. This is between the ears, not between the yard markers. This game.
Trey Francis is back there, standing at his own goal line. Fitzpatrick with a strong leg. This one will be returnable.
Ugh.
Taken at the 10-yard line. Francis looking to dance and dodge. He's grabbed at the 14-yard line, and that's where his journey will come to an end.
Tony, I thought we were going to make a game without the punt or kickoff hitting the ground. I thought we were going to do it.
Bartram in there on the stop. So they will go to work at the 14, make that the 15-yard line. Those are the footballs right on the 15-yard line. Lanitz is the quarterback, just a sophomore. Some shifting before the snap. Slot formation to the left side.
Now, they like to run towards that slot formation, but we'll see. They still have two tights.
Lanitz under center. The snap. Rolling left. Being rushed. Stutter stepping. Back the other way. And he's not going to be able to cut upfield. He fumbles the football. It's recovered by Cherokee. Is it a touchdown? It is.
Are they marking him down? Excellent pressure. Excellent pressure.
So the touchdown off the fumble. Fitzpatrick with the extra point. Just that quickly, it's 36-0. And the kick is good.
Tell you what.
So just that quickly, looking to get back in the ball game, they just fall further behind on the first play from scrimmage for the Raiders. Cibo by Iliano is a family-owned Italian restaurant at Merchants Way in Marlton. They serve great pizza, but Cibo isn't an everyday pizzeria. They're a full upscale takeout restaurant. At Cibo, they take into consideration your ever so hectic schedule with one goal in mind: to provide you with quality Italian dining at home, at work, or on the go. Ask about how they can help make your next event memorable with their catering options. Call Cibo 856-574-4963 or order online at cibobyiliano.com.
Tony, I think the fumble and touchdown recovery broke the scoreboard here.
Fitzpatrick one more time. Going to go into the end zone for the touchback. And Sam, I think you wanted him to return that.
I haven't seen too many positive things of letting the ball hit the ground. It just doesn't work out that way. They need every opportunity to score they can, and you're just giving one away.
So they will give it another shot, will the Raiders, from their own 20-yard line. They're in a 37-0 hole. Clock is running, so it appears the 35-second rule will be in place. Throwing on the run is Lanez, completing the ship along the right sideline. Ship close to a first down at the 30-yard line.
Oh, the 35-point rule, the clock keeps running? Okay. Yep.
And
Cherokee
it is a
keeps
first
applying
down
pressure,
for the Raiders.
They're going to live and die by it.
Slot formation to the left side. The give off right guard.
Did he fumble? Oh.
Dixon for a couple. Like he could have had a lot more, but a great tackle, shoot-top tackle, held him to a minimal gain.
That was, because at the point of attack, the Hun had some movement, but they came off the edge, and he closed down and got him, like you said, shoestring tackle. This is effort.
Slot formation to the left side. Kind of a strange setup there on the backfield. Runner to his left, runner in back of him. Play fake, rolling left is Lanitz. Completes at the 38-yard line, inside the, across the 40-yard line to the 43-yard line.
Cherokee's doing a good job of giving them that short bit. These guys are losing their composure.
First down. They've had their moments, but they just have not been able to be consistent on offense.
Right. It takes a lot to focus on your game plan, focus on what you need to do, get back up and run the next play rather than all the extracurriculars, as you say.
Lane, it's under center. Rolling right. Good protection. Throws on the run. This one complete at the 45-yard line and run out of bounds.
Good offense, good defense, good play. They have to get underneath that. If you don't get underneath, that's going to be there all day because you're 3 levels deep. Earlier in the game, Cherokee had a man drop underneath the second level, gave up the first. This one, they played behind it.
That was Owen Anderson, that big tight end you talked about earlier. So had that good size and makes a big target.
Yeah, you can't get around him. You can tackle him, but you're not going to knock it out.
First down, the ball marked at the 43-yard line of Cherokee.
Sending pressure again.
Back to pass is Lane. It's being rushed, throws to the left flat. This one is complete at the 40-yard line. Continues driving inside the 40 to the 38-yard line. That was completed to Francis. Francis has seen some action here in this ball game.
Yeah, they're trying to find new ways to get
right
people,
there.
Yeah, they're trying to find new ways to get people the ball here. So they're sending them out of the backfield into the flats. So that means they can have an out and up or a chair route coming soon.
Pounding up the middle for no gain whatsoever. That was Francis, but he was met by 2 defenders and no gain whatsoever. They almost seemed like they knew what was coming in that play.
I'll tell you what, right now, Cherokee is in their head. They are dictating the play calls rather than the offense dictating the defense. They sent pressure from the wide side, pressure from the short side. That time they sent up the middle. They're dictating the calls. No free safety.
They give off the right side, pounding up the middle inside the 35-yard line, continues driving, and there's a scrum, and the ball is knocked out, or the ball carrier is knocked out at the 32-yard line. First down.
It is a first down, but the great effort that the Raiders put in for that actually plays in Cherokee's hands. They have to do all that just to get a first down, and the time running off the clock, Cherokee gets what it needs.
Dixon on the carry. And it's rolling to his right. Has room, has time, throws on the run, and this one is intercepted. It is intercepted along the right sideline.
There's an example of the underneath coverage.
Is that Scarpola who made the interception? Really an ill-advised pass there, Sam. There was 3 defenders around the receiver. What was he trying to do there?
He was just trying to drop it in there, but like we said, the Cherokee changed it up. They said, we're going to cover the deep and the middle, and you can throw the flat all day long. You're not going to win doing that. And they said, we're going to try and force it in, and they got it picked.
I mean, I guess when you're down 37-0, sometimes you maybe just throw caution to the wind. But, I mean, if you want to get back into it, it's going to require you to be not only able to do things physically, but mentally as well. And that just was not a good decision on the play.
You want to give the ball to your athletes and let them make a play with the ball in their hands rather than trying to throw it down.
Boria up the middle. Boria has no room, may have lost a yard on the play. And he had some room to run, the quarterback, if he decided he wanted to do that. Not on this play, I mean on the...
Yeah, that play was... Looks like Cherokee has a down player that was supposed to block that guy.
There's an injured Cherokee Chief down.
Aizen Geidenheiner.
Fresh. They are driven by a passion for great food. Food you can feel good about eating, good about buying, and good about serving to your family. Brings from meat, seafood, produce, and delicatessen to wine and spirits, bakery, prepared foods, and more. At Rostelli Market Fresh in Marlton and Deptford, they hope you'll enjoy their products and offerings as much as they enjoy bringing them to you. Good to see him getting up and
Oh, good. All right, he's up.
running off the field.
Good.
$37-0. Clock continues to run with Cherokee up by that huge margin.
Definitely straight ahead plays, run between the tackles or throw on the seams. Nothing side to side.
Osborne looking it over, taking his time as you could expect him to do the rest of this game. Up by that huge margin.
He's checking to watch the official for him to start counting. And then when he sees the official start to count, he's going to run the play. That way he can take maximum time off the clock.
Off the right side. Continues the legs driving. Refuses to go down. Still no whistle. And still he cannot be brought down. Have you seen anything like it at the 41-yard line?
If there is no better example of a demoralizing play than that, that is it. That is, you watch that describes the entire game right there. We want it more than you want it.
Reminds me of the Mark Bavaro play against San Francisco where they just could not bring him down. And
yeah, it is.
Same thing happened here. They just could not bring him down. I mean, he was surrounded, but unfortunately, he just refused to go down.
And the whole team got in on it.
First down at the 41-yard line.
They're going to run out of time.
Officials starting the count. Boria able to sidestep an intended tackle in the backfield, and he's dumped at the 40. May have lost a yard there. Good penetration by the Raiders defense on that play.
Yeah, good job by them. The Chiefs were a little confused, a little late call.
Does get back to the line of scrimmage.
You got Ellis. You got to go Ellis. Be ready for it, Zach. Worst case crash or something.
Second down and 10 from just across the 40-yard line, their own 40-yard line. Here at the Hun School, they shut off the yard markers as far as what down it is and how far you have to go. Here's the give, left side. Stutter stepping, inside, then out, and there's a marker on the play. That probably is going to be holding. Johnson on the carry for Cherokee.
Yeah, my coaching point there would be he almost caused the holding by stuttering and going back and forth. At this point in the game, put your head down, go forward, and then you wouldn't have the holding. But changing direction, you made the defender change, which caused your guy to hold. Put your foot in the ground, hit it. You don't get holding, you get the first down, and you keep moving.
Bring the ball back to the 40-yard line. They need the 49 of the Hun School. So they call the infraction where the hold occurred. That is why it's moved back to just the 40-yard line. Trips to the right side for the Chiefs.
It's only second down, so they don't have to do anything out of the norm.
Osborne sets. Quick pitch to the right side. It's completed, but just for a minimal gain.
There's going to be an interesting film session for the Raiders because there's a lot of extracurriculars outside the play, which is not helping their team play, their team win.
That's going to be the last play of the third quarter with the clock continuing to run with the score. Cherokee on top, 37-0. We'll be back with the fourth quarter right after this. All right, we're ready for the fourth quarter. By the way, I want to give credit where credit is due. Thomas Nigro recovered that fumble in the end zone for that last touchdown for Cherokee. They have the football at their own 45-yard line. They're up 37-0. Looking to sweep the left side and finding room inside the 40-yard line and knocked out of bounds at the 35-yard line.
Hands on hips, heads down. Now everything's going to work.
It was Johnson on the carry. Just a junior.
So because of the score, Tony mentioned earlier, even if you go out, the clock should be running if it was actually working. We know that, but I guess the officials are keeping it themselves.
Double slot formation. Ball at the 37-yard line of the Raiders. Osborne again to Johnson. Johnson squirting through inside the 35 to the 34, 33-yard line. Picked up some 3 or 4. You'll forgive us if we can't tell you what down it is. We could actually see that, but you'll forgive us if we can't tell you how far they have to go, although we can probably figure that out. But the timer on the scoreboard is no longer operational, so they just turned off the scoreboard. Don't know exactly why.
We can use our unofficial one here, Tony. Who knows how accurate it is, but we'll see.
Call it 2nd and 6. Ball at the 33-yard line of the Raiders. The give, looking to sweep the left side. Minimal gain on the jet sweep. Para on the carry.
So we got about 3rd and 5.
Under 10 minutes left in this ball game.
Now, you're saying to yourself, is this a 4-down territory play call? Or they're not gonna punt it. So you say, well, really just need, 3 yards and then another play. You don't have to get it all right here. Although they're giving up the middle of the field.
Sorry, at the 33-yard line. The give off left guard, but nothing at all there. That was Johnson, and he was belted down as soon as he got the handoff from Osborne. Seems like he might have a little trouble with his right shoulder there. Those are the kinds of plays this team, the Hun School, needed a lot earlier than what they showed right there. I mean, they obviously busted through there, and there was no chance at all for Johnson.
Right.
But they just have not been playing that kind of disruptive defense the entire game.
No, they use their aggressiveness against them. They're used to firing off the ball and blowing people up. All right, we'll just go right between you. We'll go right around you. We'll throw it quickly.
Up the middle of the handoff.
Man,
inside the
they're
30-yard line
to
the 28-yard line.
Well, essentially, Cherokee, if they can get one more stop, this game is turned into a let's not get a shutout or let's get a shutout. Because the win or loss is kind of already decided. But so it says about 8 minutes left.
First down for the Chiefs. Substituting pretty.
Now, I would back some people up. I'm not sure why we're still within 10 yards of the ball.
First down, pardon me, for the Raiders. Lanitz sets, has time. Double pumps this one off the intended receiver's hands and nearly intercepted. Again, the ball was intended for the big tight end, Luke Stufen. Had plenty of time. I mean, he's gotten decent protection in this game, and when he's rolling out, he has room to throw, but the receivers have not really been holding the ball.
You guys got the time.
Oh, yeah. Can you see?
Holding on to the ball.
Now they're playing, soft coverage and let them throw underneath. back up, guys. Give them the 5 yards. Rally to the ball. Make the tackle. Play quarters
Slot formation
coverage.
to the left side.
Back up. There it is, deep.
Lanitz throws to the 44-yard line. That one is complete.
That's kind of, they did let one go deep there. They need to adjust to that. The corner and the safety are talking right now.
Owen Anderson, who's had an impressive outing, Anderson has on
Sure
offense,
has.
the tight end. First down.
Watch this next sprint out, Tony, or one of the next sprint outs, because they let a receiver go deep. And the only thing that'll disrupt their shutout would be a big play like that.
Put it down at the 45-yard line. Lanitz, the give off left guard. Stutter stepping, picking up the first down before he's run out of bounds. Trey Francis. A nice run there.
Nice run. I guess the clock's back on and we're good to go.
Quickly, they're at the line of scrimmage.
The question is Cherokee up to one more stop? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
First down,
Where are they?
43-yard line. Lanitz rolling to his left, throws on the run. This one is incomplete. That was intended for the fullback, Bryce Enlow.
Tell you what, one thing the Raiders need to be careful of, this is a kind of a playbook to how to defend them, you know? The rest of the year, they're going to see this kind of pressure.
Scoreboard's back on.
Yeah. You know, it's a malfunction.
4:50 left in this football game. They give up the middle with room inside the 35-yard line, knocked down at the 32-yard line. That was Dixon. Dixon is, check that. That was Francis again. I'm sorry. Both of those backs, Dixon and Francis, are very solidly built young men.
Yeah, I mean, even they haven't used Gadetti that much, but they have some backs.
At the 32-yard line of Cherokee, first down.
Cherokee should not get lulled into a false sense of running.
Throwing to Ship
They just
at the 5. And he takes it in for the touchdown.
couldn't get it out of my mouth.
That one looked just the way they draw it up on the chalkboard. I mean, beat the defender, plenty of time to throw, perfect throw, touchdown.
So that's why they had the two running formations, the two plays before. It wasn't really about the yards. It was about long Cherokee into a sense of, okay, they're running now, so they can run behind them. That was the whole purpose of that. So now the clock will stop in between, first downs and out of bounds.
They're going to go for 2, slanting off left guard with very little opposition. The ball carrier,
Now with that experienced
Dominic
kicker,
Deluzio.
you're going to expect a squib, an onside, a pooch, maybe 2 kickers up there. Who knows what they have up their sleeve.
So it took them until 3 minutes and 57 seconds left in the ball game to score. I'd say that's a pretty good job of defense by Cherokee in this football game, as they lead it now 37-8.
They just have to recover this onside attempt, and they should be able to run the clock out. How many timeouts left?
Coming up next week, it'll be Shawnee for Cherokee on the road. Of course, you can see it right here, as you can all season long. So Cherokee preparing for this onside kick.
So watching film, they're actually more successful with pooches. So if they try and pooch it right over the second line, I wouldn't be surprised.
Calvin Carosella will be kicking. Cherokee wants to make sure they get this right. The Mark McKenna team has nearly 3 decades of experience in Burlington and Camden counties with 12 licensed team members. Technology and personal service have made the Mark McKenna team the top producing group in the region. They've always called Marlton home. The Mark McKenna team has more than 700 5-star reviews on Zillow and is succeeding safely at the highest level throughout the pandemic. Be sure to visit markmckennateam.com and call Mark at 856-983-0704 for any of your real estate needs.
There's the pooch.
So it's a pooch.
Why on earth?
I'm going to take it at 25-yard line and just run it out of bounds. Boria takes it. Didn't want to take any chances that that ball was going to do anything crazy, so even though it was right there on the sideline, he said, that's all right, I'm going to take it and I'll step out of bounds when I have possession. 3 minutes, 19 seconds left in this football game, so in reality, all Cherokee has to do, if that, is pick up a first down. The game's over.
I mean, grade of 95. It would have been 100 with the shutout, but I'll give them a 95 for where they played today. Might be a new player in.
Ryan Blender back in there at quarterback, the freshman. Another big kid, goes about 6'5". Just taking their time and waiting for the official to start the clock. Give up the middle for 2, maybe 3. Sean Cole gets the call.
All he's saying is hold on to the ball. Hold on to the ball. 2 hands.
Approaching 2 minutes left in this ball game. Double slot formation. Blender and Cole in the backfield. For Cherokee, who will improve to 3-0 in impressive fashion. Just taking their time. Blender again. Cole with the call. Up the middle. Nothing there. Forcia makes the stop for the Raiders.
All right, subs are coming in.
Giving some of the kids who don't get to play that often a chance to play, and as you know, they practice too.
They do practice, and this is this is all they need. They love it. I was in the game.
1:07 left. Double slot formation. Under a minute. So the officials still not started counting. And they're not in any hurry to snap the football.
Well, the little kids are telling them to hike the ball, so they better get on it.
Give the Cole again, and he is going to be hit and thrown back.
That should be it.
Leon Lempel makes the stop. He got to him as soon as the ball was handed to Cole. Just 16 seconds left, and I think that's going to do it. They're not going to have to run a play. They're not going to have to punt it. They're not going to have to do anything. This is the new norm in high school football is they just line up across the field from each other and kind of say, nice game, because they can't shake hands.
Fives, yeah. In this particular case, it may have been even a good idea because there were a little extra things happening. Okay.
Final score, Cherokee does it again, moving to 3-0 and doing it against a very, very tough team.
Is that the Hun coach giving Cherokee a little bit of a talk?
Congratulations to both teams.
So Cherokee going on the road, having only 2 days to prepare, playing a very, very tough team, a very big team, a talented team, and they just controlled this from the opening kickoff, Sam. And we're going to be talking about it in just a moment. Once again, the final score: 37-8. Cherokee wins it.
Hello, my name is Mark McKenna from Pat McKenna Realtors, and I am the team leader of the Mark McKenna team here in Marlton, New Jersey. I've been selling real estate for 27 years, and our group is the top producing real estate team in the South Jersey area for the last 4 consecutive years. When you hire the Mark McKenna team, we have 3 full-time salary people within the office. We have a listing coordinator, a transaction coordinator, and a director of client services to make sure that you get the proper care from start to finish. You'll deal with really seasoned agents. I have been in the business for 27 years. Bob Grace has been with me for 24 years, and Jeff Amden for 14 years. So you're getting a ton of experience when you hire the Mark McKenna team. Some of the benefits hiring our team is experience, technology, and negotiating skills. I always tell all my clients it's very easy to put a deal together, but we earn our commission keeping transactions together and getting to the settlement table. That's when our clients are most satisfied. So if you're looking to buy a property in South Jersey, we welcome you to come in and have a buyer consult with our team. Or if you're interested in seeing what the current value of your house is, we would be glad to come out and have an appointment with you and show our strategies and marketing techniques that makes us the top producing team in South Jersey.
Back here at the Hun School, final score once again was Cherokee knocking off the Hun School 37-8. They led it 37-0 before the Raiders were able to get on the board. They had just dominated this game from start to finish, and it really did look like they just took the heart right out of this Hun School team. They just couldn't really come back, and they looked to make a comeback. But what happens in the fourth quarter is they get the football, first play from scrimmage, fumble the football, boom. They fall on it in the end zone for another touchdown. That gave them their 36, and of course the extra point made it 37. So they really played just about a perfect game. Osborne was very accurate in his passing. Boria again running the football very well, but it was their defense that really stood out to me, Sam, especially with that average size of the offensive line at 6'6" and 290. They just dominated the game. Didn't let them do anything really in the ball game. A few plays here and there, but nothing consistent whereby they could march down the field without making a mistake or having a defensive play stop them.
No, I mean, I was only able to squeeze in 1 or 2 puns during the game today, but I'm going to use one now. It's why they play the game. I mean, on paper is one thing, and during the game is another. And it's for people that know the Cherokee team, this is not uncommon for them. This is the way they play. I mean, you just have to hit back when they hit you. If you're out of your comfort zone, which Hun clearly was when they got hit in the mouth, and they had their mistakes were exploited by Cherokee. Cherokee didn't need a week. As a matter of fact, the best thing that could have happened to them was that it was 2 days, because they could just focus on themselves. All they had to learn was their formations and the defensive fronts, and then they did work on their own game, because that is how you beat a team like this. If you try and match up against all that talent and all these high praise, you're going to get psyched out of the game. If you're Cherokee and you say, hit him in the mouth, run what we run, we'll be fine, that's the best thing that could have happened to them.
When I talked to Coach Galatz, he said exactly what you just echoed, in that, hey, look, we're a team. We play as a team. And that's what they showed today. They played as a team. Doesn't matter if you're 6'6", 290 on the offensive line. We play together, both offensively and defensively. We have a plan. We go in there, we execute the plan, even though we only had 2 days to prepare for this game. They executed whatever the plan was to perfection, and that's all you can ask from the kids, and they buy into what the coaches tell them, and that showed up today in a 37-8 victory over a very talented, tough team from the Hun School.
I mean, you said it. Talking about buy-in, I mean, the Raiders have to look at themselves, because when everything's going well, I'm sure everybody's on the same page. Now you saw when things start to fall apart, where are your loyalties? Or do you believe in the coach? Are you doing your own thing? So this is not only a statement for Cherokee, this is a warning for the Hun. They have too much talent to get beat like this. So it's interesting, but this is why that's the best game in the world, best sport in the world.
Kind of a gut check for the Raiders. They win their first 2 games very easily, 68-0 the first game, and they scored, I think, 44 the second game, but not so much here today. They had a struggle just to get 1 score on the game, so maybe it's a good thing for the Raiders. Okay, guys, maybe we thought things were going to be easy this season. They're not going to be so easy. We better get our act together.
They sure do. But kudos to Cherokee, because this is more of the Cherokee that we've been seeing over the years. This is what they do. So again, like you said, this is more of a gut check for Hun. Cherokee just does what Cherokee does, and they've been excellent for years, and they've been tough always, even on down years. So
yeah, they've had years of excellence in Cherokee in football, and this is certainly a continuation of that excellence. Cherokee football is brought to you in part by the Mark McKenna team, with nearly 3 decades of experience in Burlington and Camden counties, with 12 licensed team members. Also brought to you by Ifsha Mortgage, your hometown leader, committed to finding you the right mortgage product for your needs. And in part by Foundation Title, with 12 locations in New Jersey, the state's #1 title agency. This Cherokee football game produced by Prime Events and South Jersey Sports Talk. The executive producers are Dean Mikowski and Tom Williams. For complete coverage of high school football, visit primeevents.net. We also want to thank the crew from Sports Fan Base Network, Sean Kelly and Dave Roberts on camera. Once again, the final score, 37-8. Cherokee improves to 3-0. For Sam Jenkins, this is Tony Blum. So long for now.